Welcome back to Regiments. We are now getting ready to start Phase 2 of the second Operation Reaction. It's now 10 AM on the 5th of June 1989. We took quite a few casualties in that last engagement. We have enough operational authority points to restore them all, although restoring the lost unit of artillery is going to cost us 75, which is a lot, but I'm going to bite the bullet and do it. Westpac units are definitely more expensive to reinforce. We don't actually have enough to reinforce this unit of Panzer Grenadiers, so we're going to have to leave them on the bench for this mission. But we've got two other units, so I'm not too worried. We'll get them set up very soon. We don't have anything for engineering support, which is the only other thing I wanted to invest in here. So let's just jump in. We're going to events. We've got the option for a Blitz or Divisional Artillery. I'm going to take Blitz for this engagement. I want to try and clear out as much of the map as I can. Hopefully get a win in through a domination victory rather than waiting out the victory point requirements. The only way to get victory points in this operation at the moment is by holding the rail yard. And we'd have to do that for multiple phases if we want to do it that way. So I'm going to try for if I can, try for a victory through domination by capturing all the points. And the idea of this to start with here is we're going to get the route towards the... I'll wait till the map's loaded to explain my strategy, and we'll go from there. Thank you for everyone who's been making really good and nicely written tactical advice on the videos. It's been helping me out a lot. So the plan here is if we take Bravo, we can then pincer in on Mulhausen from Verhouses and Bravo, coming from both sides. And then we can take Mulhausen 1, and we've got a good position to jump into Rail Station. I get a feeling that the approach here is going to be very well protected. And I feel like the approach between these will be very well protected. But coming in from Warehouses and coming in from Bravo should be quite easy to take out. Now, one thing we have to watch out for is we'll have enemy reinforcements coming in from here for this entire phase. So we want to set up a decent, for now, blocking position here in Warehouses while we perform an attack from here. Now, what do we have to attack with on this side? We have a unit of a Marder here with without ATGMs. We can call in a Marder A2 here with ATGMs. We could also got 2 units of Leopards to call in. Our HQ Leopards are over here. They're going to support everything over here. I will probably need our recon unit back. Actually, having 2 recon units would be quite nice to have. We don't unfortunately have that yet. We do also want to get in our other artillery unit. One thing I'm going to do this time is try and separate them a bit more and move them a lot more so they're not as vulnerable to enemy fire as they were in the last engagement. For now, I know the enemy aircraft is going to come in from this direction, so we've got our Gepard here. I'm just going to set up in these trees so it's hidden. We're going to get our Panzer Grenadiers with anti-tank in these trees here and make sure that they are deployed, which they're not right now. The HQ tanks, I'm going to put in the trees as well. I'm going to put them right here. And that should be a decent blocking position for anything coming in from over here. The Lukes I want to bring back around to here and put them in this forest. They're going to help us take Bravo. And then for our attack from down here, I want a unit of tanks. We'll take our not quite fully veteran one yet so we can get some veterancy. And we probably want another unit of Panzer Grenadiers I'll put in here. And we've got 360 points left. So why don't I bring in the other unit of tanks and bring them up on top of this hill where they can shoot down from the side. And where is our supply unit? Our supply unit is over here right now. Let's retreat that because we don't need it over here. And that should be everything for now. I've also got enough points for our other artillery unit. I'm going to bring that in over here and bring this artillery unit in here. And let's just let everyone scatter and get into position. This shouldn't take too long. The Blitz should help us get a bit more units on the field quickly. So I kind of want the Lukes to get over here before I start pushing towards Bravo. Let's send the Panzer Grenadiers up here with the tanks. You can see already that the tanks can see further than they can fire. Fire further than they can see. Let's go set up Control Group 5 again. This will be Control Group 1. These Leopards here, I'm going to bring up into this forest with the Lukes. I'll just get everybody into position as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and make better use of smoke for this engagement as well. I'm going to bring this unit up here as well. So we're going to pincer Bravo a little bit. These ones are probably going to get stymied coming out of the forest, but these ones should be able to come down the hill and hit them in quite a nice way. Let's get you into the forest here. You should have a good view, and we'll set you to hold fire, which you already are. From here, you should be able to see up to the trees. If I bring you along the tree line, you'll be able to see inside a little bit. That's a really good position there. So let's actually put you here. Make sure you stay in stealth. I'm actually going to get ready to smoke as soon as we get into position. And still no sign of anything in Bravo at the moment. We do have some T-55s coming in on us from over here, but the blocking position has dealt with them very, very well. There is artillery firing. Let's counter battery that. The supply unit didn't retreat, but that's fine. I'm going to watch for counter battery on our artillery. Our artillery, I should say. Okay, our Lux has actually run into some riflemen, so let's bring it back. And I'm going to get these guys to move to here. Do we have any counterfire on our artillery yet? Not yet. As soon as they finish firing, I'm going to move them. I think it's probably going to be a mortar unit that's firing. Okay, the Lux needs to retreat. Let's get these guys out of their vehicles. I think it's X to change mode. I want to move the artillery now. I'm going to bring these guys down towards here. Just make sure everything's going okay down here. Yeah, we're doing fine over here. Looks like that unit of riflemen was wiped out. I'm going to bring these Panzer Grenadiers in along the tree line here, and then I'm going to get them to deploy. And then these ones will be able to fire from down on top of the hill pretty soon. Unfortunately, we haven't got line of sight for a while coming through the trees. That was maybe a little bit of a mistake. Let's actually put smoke on the BMP-1. Where is that artillery firing from? It's somewhere around here. We'll fire again, and we'll move again once they fire back. The supply trucks being here is actually fine for now because they are restoring the units that are here. 4 to 6 platoons coming in a counterattack. Okay. Now it looks like... Oh, it's the enemy BMPs that have no troops left. That's fine. And these units are coming out of the forest. Let's get these guys out of their vehicles, and we'll get them on attack. We'll just keep ordering them forward. We'll order the Leopards just to attack move as well. They're retreating now. That's good. Any counter battery fire? Not yet. But I am going to move these units now that they've fired. And we're pushing in now. Yeah, we've got a nice pincer happening. These mortars are going to have to retreat in a minute. We actually got smoked. I didn't notice that. I'm going to order these guys to retreat in a second. Also looking for that counterattack and where that's coming from. Okay, I'm going to order these guys to retreat now. Before we lose a vehicle. And they're pulling out. Cool. Okay, we'll set up here. We'll get the Leopards just in cover here. I don't want them in the zone. And we'll get these ones just to move slightly so they're here, pointing towards Mulhausen. Now, we should be able to call back in our Lux, and I'll use that to scout out what we can see of this area. Is everything still okay over here? Looks like we're alright. We're still waiting for this counterattack to arrive, though, and I'm not sure where that's going to come from. But we have taken Bravo, which isn't a particularly valuable point, but it pushes us a little bit forward to being able to deal with this. That's enemy Heinz, I believe? Yeah, that's enemy Heinz. Let's get the Gepard to engage those. Those are priority target. They're worth a lot of points as well. Oh, because I moved them, the enemy are sending in... Where are they sending the aircraft to? I think they're attacking where our... They're attacking where our artillery was, which is a bit of a weird... Oh, they're trying to napalm strike our units moving forward. Has the Gepard got a shot? It's not firing. Let's just bring it forward to here. It's firing at them. There we go.
Zone captured.
They were waiting. I really need you to shoot at this. This is your primary target. There's one down. And they're retreating now. Okay, let's bring the Gepard back. So it looks like, I've got to be careful for helicopters, they're very low to the ground, we don't always have line of sight on them. And that's that counterattack suppressed. Right, the Lux can't see anything. I would like to take Mulhausen 2 and 3 at this point. Let's see if we can get line of sight on 2. And let's call back in that Grenadier squad. Or do I want to go with Pioneers? So Pioneers have... Do they have any flamethrowers? No, they don't. We'll get the Grenadiers in. And we'll move these guys as well. They haven't actually fired yet, so they're okay where they are. I'll get them to add some support fire to what's going on here. There's some T-72s here. Here comes those planes again, but the Gepards are ready to fire this time. If you panic them, they won't fire. And we actually shot down a plane, which will increase the amount of time it takes for them to cool down. and be called back into the battlefield. Okay, the Luke still can't see anything from where it is. Which basically I think there's not really very much in Mulhausen. I'm going to bring them forward a little bit further. And I'll bring these Panzer Grenadiers forward to here. And we're going to move these artillery units now that they've fired. I'm also quite curious if I can get into a decent position to attack Rail Station. Okay, we're resupplying here. This is looking okay. We'd like to check a couple more points before the phase ends. I sent the wrong vehicle forward. That could have been a really nasty mistake, but it seems to have worked out okay. I don't actually think there's any units in Mulhausen, just judging by the fact we're not taking any fire as we move across the fields. They're just throwing units into the grinder right now. Obviously, Westpac units that are entrenched are very, very hard to pull out of a situation, especially when they're well supplied. It doesn't look like there's any units here. Let's bring these guys forward to here, and I'll bring the Looks forward to here and see if they can spot anything in Mulhausen 3. Otherwise, we'll grab both of these points, and then we'll start looking at bringing our infantry forward from Bravo as well. Get them to get back into their vehicle. There's more helicopters. Let's get the Gepards up and then ready to fire. They're the biggest threats to our Leopards. They're spending a lot of points on helicopters. Okay, we have found some riflemen. It looks like the infantry already shot down the helicopters with their manpads. But I think I'm going to leave the Gepard in a better, slightly better position just to attack them. With some danger close artillery. Let's make sure these guys are out of their vehicle. Which they weren't. And the tanks are also supporting them with fire. The Lukes is probably going to need to be retreated. Yeah, let's pull them out. And let's move these artillery units now that they've fired. Those riflemen are now retreating. We just move our riflemen out of the danger zone. Once they've captured the point, I'm going to retreat them. Being a little bit nasty to them by dropping artillery on them, which is a bit of a not a nice thing to do, really. And we're getting ready to move up to Rail Station. We'll take Mulhausen 1 next as well. In terms of what we've got in reserve, we've got the Pioneers still. We could bring those in if we wanted to. Maybe they've almost max veterancy, so I don't need to worry about leveling them up too much. Okay, Mulhausen 2 is about to be captured. We've got an enemy target here. Let's get our tanks to engage them, and let's retreat these guys. 2-4 platoons are coming in for a counterattack. Again, they're going to attack over here. We have our blocking position in there ready, and we've got artillery ready to defend as well. Tanks are engaging the riflemen here. You guys are in your vehicles. Let's get you out just so you can support. We're going to have to bring the supplies out of here and get them to resupply our other units, because we'll be running out of ammo here. Well, the Leopards are doing an interesting move. I'll say that. We've got enemy artillery firing at us from all the way back here, so we will engage that. And I'm actually going to reverse the Leopards to back here because they're way too far forward. They're in RPG range, which is a stupid place to be. Well, there's no need to be. Okay, we've panicked those BTRs. Let's get these guys back in their vehicles, and we're going to move them forward into this zone. We're going to bring this Leopard unit up into the hedgerow here, and we're going to get this Leopard unit to sit in this hedgerow here. Our Luke should be available to redeploy. I'm going to bring that up to... Oh, we found some T-55s. Retreat. 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 Let's get you guys to engage the T-55s. Panzer Grenadiers back into these woods here. Let's get in... Oh, we've got counter battery fire happening right now. We've got 5 minutes remaining. Let's drop smoke on this unit here. We'll take care of these riflemen first. And what we want to do is bring up... I'm going to bring the Assault Pioneers up to come and attack them here. I want to take Rail Station before the end of the phase, so that next time all we've got is Roderick, Delta, and Farm left to go. Here comes the enemy aircraft. Our Gepard was able to suppress and panic one of them, both of them. Okay, they're not able to call in an airstrike on us. Let's get the supply units moving up as well, because our people are running low on ammo. I'm going to bring these guys back into their vehicles and get them in here. Get you to engage this. I'm going to smoke this again. Keep it out of the fight for now. I'm going to move artillery here, or when it's moved, I'm going to bombard this. We've got another engagement happening over here, but we're pretty well entrenched. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. Yeah, they're just pushing them out. Here come more enemy aircraft. Our Gepards are a little bit damaged. In fact, we've lost the Gepards. Damn. That's a problem. I moved them forward a little bit too far. Everything else is looking pretty good, though. We're capturing rail station now. Oh, the Leopards are pushing forward because they're trying to find those riflemen. There they are. We'll attack them from the side. Turn around. I meant to reverse you, not turn you around. Just silly rookie mistakes right now. Here comes our supply units and our pioneers. That's them taken to pieces. Enemy artillery is firing. Let's move our artillery pieces. Move them up to here.
Zone captured.
Then I'm going to order a counter battery fire here. Where are they bombarding? They're bombarding rail station, but they're hitting the wrong position, which is fine for us. Let's try and take Rodenburg before the end of the phase. We're just capturing Mulhausen 1 first. Let's see what we can see from this position here. We should see the whole area. And where's our supply units? They're coming up. Okay, we'll put them in this zone here. Okay, 2 enemy units in that zone. Tanks can engage them. Lots of enemy units moving up here. We could actually probably reposition some of this to help as well. This is going to be a big fight. We may not be able to complete this right now. We've got the rail station. Let's move up our infantry.
Zone captured.
We've got Mulhausen 1 now, which is good. We'll get our assault pioneers to take part in this engagement as well. I'm a bit worried about the Lukes. I'm going to call it back. They're just a little bit too exposed. We're going to get the Panzer Grenadier to deploy in a second, though. Actually, we're going to bring them back to here, so they've got a chance to resupply, and they're in the defended area. Yeah, this is a counterattack coming in. Let's get an artillery strike on this, and I'm going to smoke this unit here. I need to retreat this unit here. Probably going to need to retreat these tanks because they're out of ammo as well. Let's put the supply unit here. You guys need to stop here and deploy. Let's bring these units up to support as well. What else have I got? They're firing. We're going to have to move them in a second. I'll move them to here when they finish firing. That artillery strike has helped a lot. It's pushed them back. There's our assault pioneers. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, they're pushing with reservists. That explains why they're falling apart. So what are the Leopards doing? Bring them back. Got to be careful when you give attack orders, because if they lose sight of the enemy, they will just advance, which is not what you want. We want to take Rodenburg, though. Let's bring the Lukes back forward. Oh, we've got enemies on our right here. And artillery fire. Are you taking counter battery where you are? No. So I ordered everyone back into the vehicles rather than add the units. T-72s are charging our boys. They are panicking, but they are taking a lot of fire. Okay, let's bring up a unit of Panzer Grenadiers again, and a unit of Leopards. We're not going to be able to take Rodenburg this phase, but we can be in position to do it next time. I'm going to order these 2 units to retreat so they get resupplied for the next engagement. I'm also going to order these Martyrs to retreat as well. The Lukes are currently stealthed in these trees. The enemy don't know they're there. They're not being engaged, which is how we're able to take shots at, even though we're firing at the front of these. And that's the end of the engagement. Okay, we did a lot better that time. We had 19 dead to 145, 70 wounded to 439. We lost 95 units total. They lost 597. The maths is definitely on our side. This unit of Leopard, this HQ unit, did so much work. 7 BMPs were destroyed by them. 5 T-55s, 5 T-72s, 4 BTR-70s. They've just mopped up amazingly. What I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to play the next phase in this video rather than saving it for another video, just so we get through it. So let's close out of here. Let's see what's going on in the next phase. Okay, nothing new in the operation log, just our situation report. So we got some VPs for destroying enemy units. That's good to know. We have to resupply here. We don't have a lot of operational authority points. I am going to spend the points just to resupply all of our units. That leaves us with 23. There's nothing we can buy with 23. We'll just keep that for next time, and we'll get the divisional artillery card for this phase as well, which gives us a barrage, which is good because we don't have one. Now let's jump straight back in. We do have to worry about enemy counterattacks on the right, but I want to keep pushing to our north, at least like what looks like north to us. It's actually east. No, it's actually west. But I want to try and take all of these this phase. So we're going to have to set up another blocking position over here once we clear this out. As you can see, there is a lot of units here. We're actually going to start off with an artillery barrage right here. We're going to call in our two M109Gs to here. What else do we have? We got Marder 2s with Panzer Grenadiers coming forward to here. That's us out of points for now. The HQ Leopards, I'm going to bring forward. The problem is we know the enemy are going to attack along this line, so I do kind of want to get them in position here to defend. And we'll try and get them some infantry to help them. But I want the pressure that they can give on this axis for now. So we're just going to have to be very aware of what's happening. What do we have available? With Leopards here, these supply units are not needed right now. Let's bring them back to here. But all we really have in the battle zone right now is very few units, actually. Are these Pioneers out of their vehicle? Yeah, they are. The good news is we've got the long-range units, we've got the big guns, and we've got the vision. Okay, they have actually seen our lukes because the lukes weren't set to hold fire, so I'm going to have to pull them back. We might as well set them off hold fire since they are being fired at. Artillery barrage is about to strike. Leopards are holding for now. There's the artillery strike. Unit 5 will not be called Unit 5 yet, but look at all the units I've called in. Let's get the two M109Gs into Unit 5 again. And we're going to start with some artillery barrages on this group here. This is a problem. Those T-72s have been routed, which is good. The Leopards are being pushed by these riflemen. I might need to get the Pioneers to intercept. Yeah, okay, they've been pushed back. Let's push forward with the Pioneers and see what they can find in their little metal boxes. Oh, they automatically got in. They are taking fire, but these guys should be super suppressed by now. Minimap doesn't show any other enemies on the field. Okay, let's get the Assault Pioneers up. Let's bring the Leopards up to these trees here. Let's get these Leopards to move back to here. I'm going to get one of our infantry units that I brought in. Why is everyone stopped back here? Oh, because they were moving forward last time. Let's get this Marder here to come and reinforce over here. And then we'll get this Marder, this Leopard up to the front line here. The Lukes are okay for now. Let's get them on this tree line as well. And let's get these guys, they can't shoot through the trees, but we'll get them in the edge of the trees for now. And we'll just get them to cap that point. We should be able to get this pretty quickly. Support units are coming up. Group 5, I want to put somewhere like this. There is a fast move option, this here, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. I think they just won't engage any enemies. Okay, I was right. We've got enemy counterattack coming in on this side. Let's get Group 5 to support that. Looks like there's enemy helicopters here as well. That is helicopters. I don't have enough to bring in my Gepard. Let's pull the supply off the battlefield. And that should free up enough for some anti-artillery, anti-tank, anti-air. Counter-battery fire here, please. We've almost captured... Oh, we found an enemy HQ unit. This is the thing we need to destroy for the mission objective. We'll deal with that in a second. These tanks are in big trouble. Let's pull them back a little bit.
Zone capture.
There's nothing they can do about those until we get our Gepard on the battlefield. And our Assault Pioneers are taking artillery fire from over there, which we got one of the artillery units. That's great news. We'll just move these guys now that they've fired. I still don't have enough for our... Here we go. Gepard is ready. Bring it up. Let's get the... Assault Pioneers are panicking. Let's rally them. And then I'm going to push them forward to take on this HQ unit, which is just a radar jamming unit. Okay, we capture the point. Are they in or out of the vehicle? They were in the vehicles. Lux isn't seeing anything. Let's bring them forward to this here. Our Panzer Grenadiers have arrived. Let's bring them forward. Does this count as destroying them? If they retreat? That's a good question. I've never actually seen them retreat before. Okay, Luke still doesn't see anything going on here. Just to be safe, I'm going to put a barrage ahead of them. Oh, they're going to make it through the barrage, aren't they? Okay, they died. That was a waste of barrage, but I wanted to make sure we weren't losing them, you know? Let's bring the leopards up to the tree line as well. There we go. We found some enemies. I forgot to tell the Lukes to hold fire. Everything okay over here? Those helicopters are back. The Gepard is moving up, but it's very far away. I want you to deal with that as soon as possible. I'll have to pull the Lukes out. But that artillery strike's going to be pretty devastating. I want to bring the assault pioneers up to here. We've got another unit of tanks coming up. Let's put them on this angle here. And let's smoke this position. Until they're in position. Everything okay on this side? Yep, okay. Here, oh, the helicopters are coming up behind our pioneers. The pioneers have anti-air. So let's just get them in a position where they can do something about it. Incoming enemy aircraft as well. The Gepard needs to get up north. We're going to have to move these tanks. Those are rocket strikes. One helicopter has been destroyed by the assault pioneers. And the Panzer Grenadiers also have man-pads. Yeah, they've had to pull out. There's another... there's one helicopter destroyed. These are Mi-8TVs, actually. These are different helicopters. They might actually get away. Alright, let's bring the Marder and the Pioneer. Actually, the Pioneers need to retreat. These guys I wanted on this angle here. Okay, how can we afford supply units? Let's bring some supply units up to the north because we're going to need them. Our artillery is okay. Let's bring it further forward. I'm going to get ready to... Oh, we've still got enemies on the point. I don't think I need to order artillery barrage on them, though. Attacking some BTR-70s at the back of the area. Just make sure both of these units have line of sight to engage them. Gepard's moving up, that's good. M109s are moving up as well. We can't take farm until we've taken Delta. They've got 3 infantry left. We have 12 infantry left. This is quite an expensive assault. Okay, they are down. Let's take this point. Let's get this Leopard up to here. Let's get this Leopard up to here. And I'm just going to call in a preemptive barrage on this point. Where's this counter battery fire coming from? I don't see it. As soon as we see the enemy, we're going to drop another barrage on farm as well. Oh, we've found the HQ truck we need to destroy.
Objective completed.
So that's all of the radar jamming vehicles destroyed. If we can capture all the points, we win the game. So that's what I want to try and push for now. These are just reservists. Let's drop a strike on them.
Zone captured.
I love the autocannons on the Martyrs. Yeah, those reservists are out of there. Let's get these Leopards in here to capture the point, and we'll bring our Martyrs up to here. We'll get this Leopard squad into the trees here as well to help. We'll just get you guys to move, just to make sure that you're not putting yourselves in any danger. The Gepard I want here. I'll give it an attack move, actually, so that if a plane shows up, it'll shoot at it. And we're going to capture farm, and that should be GG. And that'll be this objective complete. If we can capture that before this counterattack arrives, that would be pretty good. We've got an enemy on the map over here. It's just Unit T-55s. No, it's a BTR unit. Just getting smashed by the HQ truck here and the Panzer Grenadiers. Black Panzer Gepard is under attack. Oh, there's a BRDM-2 out of nowhere. We're going to have to come back and deal with that before they cap the point. If we're lucky, they'll chase. They're going to decap Rodenburg before we can capture farm, though, which will... Okay, we found the counterattack. It's over here. We're going to have to retreat these guys. We'll put them here. Let's bring up some Panzer Grenadiers. And there's artillery over here as well. So let's move these guys to make sure they're not being counter-batteried. So we need to capture farm. Oh, damn. Because we lost Rodenburg, we've uncapped all of these points as well. That's annoying. So let's move you here. I think I just ordered our artillery units to move all the way up. And we'll get our leopards to move up. We have to capture all 3 of these again. We've also got a counterattack going on over here as well. What are these, T-72s or T-55s? We don't know. Enemy aircraft incoming. It wasn't too bad. We don't have enough anti-air units, unfortunately. Okay, we're attacking them from behind now. Oh no, they've turned to face. Just take these shulkers out. Almost killed them. Okay, shulkers are down. We're decapping Rodeberg. We'll get the Panzer Grenadiers back in this position here. We'll get the Leopards here. We'll fast move them over. And that should get us the cap. We'll just go one after the other, cap them all, and that should be the end of the game. Let's get Unit 5 to bombard the artillery that's over here. And can we get that Gepard back yet? 10 seconds. Yeah, more tanks are coming in. Okay, Rodeberg's been captured. Oh, we found some BTR-70s. God, there's so much going on here. Let's get a barrage on them. I don't know if these martyrs can hold out. I'm going to smoke them. Okay, they're panicking now. Okay, we won that engagement. Just. Right. We're just waiting on making sure that we capture these points. We've got 8 minutes to do it, and we should be good. Once these guys have been rearmed and repaired, we'll move the supply units. Delta's almost capped. And then we just do cap farm. And that should be good.
Zone captured.
Let's Delta them. It's pretty cool. Let's just move these again. Actually, I want to move this supply unit over to here. That's a fast move, but what I would expect is them to use the roads, but the roads don't seem to give much in the way of a speed boost. M109's... Jeez. Oh, they have hit our artillery units.
Total domination achieved.
There we go, we did it. All nodes captured, stage concluded. Okay. That counterattack was actually a bit scarier than I was expecting. Also, look at the shells across the battlefield. Again, Leopard's just cleaning up. 24 losses to 91. Total for this, 70 to 363. But we completed the phase, and I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see what happens next. Okay, results. The raid was a tactical success. We got the information disrupted enemy activity. Getting out would still be a problem, though. Even as the chemical cloud is dissipating, thousands of these German refugees are fleeing through a gap in the Iron Curtain. The traffic at the former border is absolute chaos. So that's actually the end of the second operation. That's reaction complete. We're now moving on to Operation 3, Blind Guard, which is another NATO engagement. We're going to be playing as Panzer Brigade 4, Panzer Grenadier Brigade 4, but we'll deal with this next time. This is our next game. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.